Is Homey really as simple as people say? I've been using Home Assistant daily for the past 2 years. It's been great, and in my opinion, it's still the best platform out there when it comes to advanced automations. But with this video, I'm starting a small series where I set up Homey from scratch and see if it really is that easy. I want to find out what Homey does well and where it still needs improvement. I also think Homey could be a good alternative for users who don't have time or desire to learn YAML, templates and advanced configurations. In today's video, we'll install Homey from scratch, take a look at how it works, integrate a few devices, and create a simple automation. So let's start from the beginning. This is Homey, straight out of the box, exactly how you get it as a first-time user. No pre-configuration, no existing devices. I want to see how the experience feels when you really start from zero, from unboxing to setup to the first automation. Let's see what you actually get in the box and how fast we can get this up and running. I have both Homey Pro 2026 and Homey Bridge, plus the adapter for a wired Ethernet connection. In the box you won't find a lot of stuff, just the Homey Pro and the power supply. The same applies to the Homey Bridge, plus a manual, which I didn't read by the way. So far it doesn't seem difficult at all. To power everything up, we just plug it in and see what happens. Before we move into the app settings, a quick note about the Homey Bridge. If you're using Homey Pro, like I am here, the bridge is optional. Homey Pro already supports Zigbee, Z-Wave, Matter, Thread, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and everything runs locally on the Pro. The bridge can still be useful if you want to extend coverage, place the smart home hardware in a different part of the house, or use an Ethernet connected bridge in a specific location. So you can use Homey perfectly fine with just Homey Pro. And think of the bridge as an optional add-on, not a requirement. For this video, I'll focus on the Homey Pro experience and continue with the app settings. Next, we need a Homey app. Go to the Play Store or App Store and get the Homey app. Now that you have the app, you follow the instructions, create an account, and I actually like that the whole setup feels like a chat. It's a very quick and straightforward process. Now let's get your Homey Pro connected. Make sure it's powered on. Select your Homey model and follow the on-screen instructions. If you are using Wi-Fi, you'll be asked to enter your network credentials, and once that's done, Homey will automatically update itself to the latest version. Make sure your phone stays close to the Homey Pro during setup, otherwise you might run into an error like I did. As soon as I moved closer to the Homey Pro, the update resumed. Homey Pro will restart, and at this point the setup is complete, but there are no devices added yet. Next, choose the setup that matches your home. Pick whether you have 1 floor or 2 floor layout, then create the zones for each area. After setting up your zones, if you want to create flows based on whether you're home or away, make sure to grant these permissions so Homey can detect your presence. Now follow the instructions for the Thread network setup. If you want to get notifications on your phone, click Allow Notifications. And that is it. We finished setting up the Homey Pro. Let's quickly scroll through the Homey app. Before we go any further, a quick note on what Homey actually is. Homey is a smart home platform developed by Athom, a company from Netherlands. It's designed as an all-in-one hub that supports multiple protocols like Wi-Fi, Matter, Thread, Zigbee, Z-Wave, Infrared. In 2023, Athom was acquired by LG Electronics, which gives Homey strong backing, but is still developed and positioned as an independent smart home platform. Now let's take a look at the Homey web interface on PC. Just open the link and log in with the same account you created earlier. Everything looks pretty straightforward here. This tab shows the zones we created earlier. The next tab is the flows. This is where you start building automations. After that you have the insights where you can see system data and even things like weather. Now let's add the Homey Bridge. The process is the same like with the Homey Pro. From the app, click on the Homey Bridge, make sure the device is powered on, have your phone as close to the Homey Bridge as possible, and follow the instructions. Here you just select the zone where your Homey Bridge is located. Next, enter your Wi-Fi credentials. Now that it's connected, you'll be asked to update, same like on the Homey Pro. And now we have our gateway set up as well. Now let's add a device to Homey, our first device. I'll start by adding my Aqara U200 lock. I'm really curious to see how this works in Homey. To do that, I put the U200 in Matter pairing mode, and in the Homey app I choose Add Device, the plus sign on the right top corner. Then select Matter, scan the U200 Matter code, and it was that simple. Aqara U200 is now in Homey. Now let's try a quick automation or flow, that is the name for that in Homey. I will try a simple automation. I only have the U200 in Homey at this point. So I will do an automation of when the time is 10 o'clock in the evening and the Aqara U200 is unlocked to send me a notification on my phone. So let's do the flow. I will use the web interface, it is much easier. We need to go to the flow tab and then create a new flow. Here we have two options, standard flow or advanced flow. We will use the standard. We will go to advanced in the next episode. A flow in Homey is built around three parts: when, the trigger, and the condition, and then the action. For the trigger, I'll select my Aqara U200 lock. Once it's selected, you can see the available options. I'll choose unlocked. Next, we need to add the condition. Under and, click the add card. Go to date and time and choose is between. I'll set the time for 10 p.m. until 8 a.m. in the morning. Finally, we add the action. Under then, click the add card, then choose your mobile from the menu on the left and select send a notification. Here you can write the message you want to receive. Choose the person and save it. After this, give the flow a name and that is it. It's pretty simple. It's a bit different from Home Assistant, but the logic is the same, just organized through different menus. Now let's test the automation. I open the Homey app on my phone so I can test the automation and check if I get the notification. And there it is, it worked. When I triggered the flow, I got the notification. Overall, creating this automation was pretty simple. In the next episode, we'll go a bit deeper into adding more devices and building more advanced automations. So, first impressions. Setting this up was genuinely easy. From unboxing to my first working automation, it only took a few minutes. And I can easily see a new user automating their home the same day that they buy this. What really stands out is how visual everything is. There is no YAML, no templates, just triggers, conditions, and actions. Of course, there are more advanced features in Homey, but we will go through them in the next episodes. It also feels very easy to learn, and Homey has a strong community where you can find ideas, examples, and inspiration to build on. Overall, my impression is very positive. Homey feels approachable, quick to get started with, and a solid option for users who don't have a lot of time and who want to automate their home in a more plug-and-play way, while still understanding the basic logic behind what's happening. That's it for the first look at Homey. So far the setup is fast, the logic is easy to understand, and you can go from unboxing to your first working automation in a few minutes. Next time we move past the basics. We will test how Homey handles more complex integrations and explore some of the advanced options Homey has to offer. This is just the beginning of the series, so if you're curious about how far Homey can go, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.